It wasn't that long ago when Amazon reported reasonable third quarter earnings and the market hammered Amazon's stock price. The problem was that margins shrank to a 6-quarter low. Its Amazon Web Service Cloud segment disappointed, and Amazon guided to surprisingly disappointing operating income estimates. Well, with the fourth quarter earnings announcement on Thursday, everything has totally changed once again. In after hours trading, at one point, Amazon stock rocketed 15% higher. This means that on Friday, Amazon will likely join the trillion-dollar club. So, let's take a look. While you look at the chart of revenue growth since 2009, here's a quick summary of the fourth quarter highlights. Fourth quarter net sales of $87.4 billion were above the consensus estimate of $86.17 billion and above the high end of the company's own range of $80 to $86.5 billion. Fourth quarter earnings per share was $6.47, demolishing expectations of $4.11 per share. Fourth quarter operating income was $3.88 billion, up 2.5% year over year, and also smashed estimates of $2.75 billion. Guidance indicated net sales are expected to be between $69 billion and $73 billion, or up between 16% and 22% year over year versus estimates of $71.56 billion. What is interesting in all of this, and I want you to understand, is that as the last chart indicated, Amazon's revenue growth is decelerating. Moreover, as this chart here shows, Amazon profit margin is also decelerating. The profit margin in the first quarter of 2019 was reported to be 7.4%, while the recent figure is 4.4%. Meanwhile, even though Amazon Web Service beat revenue expectations, the growth rate of AWS continues to decline, and in the fourth quarter dropped to 34%. That's the lowest on record. And even with deceleration, and after a modest decline last quarter, the company's free cash flow remains monstrous and has managed to rebound to a record $25 billion. So apparently, none of these potential red flags mattered to the investor. Investors seem to be focused on the fact that the fourth quarter reports exceeded analyst expectations and the company gave reasonable guidance. This means the price is going up to all-time highs. But remember, in all of this, you got to keep your eye on the ball. So now let's take a look at our charts to find out what they show. And we're looking at the 20-year monthly chart on Amazon.com Inc. and the symbol is AMZN. For disclosure purposes, I do not hold any shares of Amazon at this time. Going back to 2009 and up through here, you can see it's had a great chart rocketing on up there. I suspect that Friday is going to be a record. If not, it's going to be near a record. You can see here the Mac actually topped out here in late 2018 and came down here along with the slow line, but we're at above 100, which means there's a lot of strength there. And the fast line is just barely starting to turn, and you can see that here in the histogram. There, you see that bottoming process. Now, it is at a negative 25, but definitely is improving just for the last few months or so, but that's all it's going to take. And the price rate of change here bottomed and rocketed. Now, all of these oscillators are pre-Friday trading, so this truly does not reflect the current earnings. At least earnings came out after the close. So into the RSI, you can see that it was bottoming here, bounced off that 50 line or midline, and looks like it wants to head up. Same thing here with the stochastics, a nice bottoming process here with a fast line moving on up. Volume looks good. And then the Williams, it doesn't look too bad, but definitely That negative point there was in late 2018, and since then it's improved. Back up to the price chart. It's going to be fun to watch this on Friday because it's going to rocket. Now, you could see some of the oscillators are indicating that it's bottomed and heading on up. Now, some of the oscillators are ahead of the MAC. Normally, I wait for the MAC to have the fast line cross the slow line, or near enough so before I plug into something as an investment. I wouldn't be buying Amazon anyway, but it's just going to be fun to watch the fireworks come Friday and into next week, because this definitely, you can see the bottoming process in the price chart there, and it's just going to ricochet off of that and head on up. So it is interesting given that some of the metrics are declining in Amazon, but investors are starved for strong growth stocks. And Amazon seems to be a strong growth stock. So I'm going to sit on the sidelines and watch. So for today, that's ChewDog Charts. Thank you.